Hello, thanks for tuning into this lesson. Today I'm going to be going over the Marquee selection tool. One of the greatest tools in Photoshop is all the different selection tools. There's a lot of different ones. I'm going to be getting into each of them depending on what you're selecting, the image you're working with, whether it's simple or more complex. You're going to want to use different tools. So I'm going to be explaining to you in these lessons the ones that are going to be most suitable for your project. The one we're starting off with today is the Marquee selection tool. So let's take a look at our Photoshop right here. I have a photo of my jellyfish. And the Marquee selection tool, we're going to go over to our toolbox on the left-hand side here. And when I click on it, you have 4 different options. And so the Marquee selection tool sort of assumes that you already have a shape in mind that you're trying to select from your photo. And it sort of gives you these pre-made shapes that help you select whatever you're selecting. So I want to select just the head of this jellyfish, and so I'm going to choose a circle. So I'm going to click the Elliptical Marquee tool, but notice that we have the rectangular option, and then a single row and a single column, and then also the circle. So I'm going to click on Elliptical, like I said, for the jellyfish, and your cursor turns into this little cross here, and you then click down and drag out, and your circle begins to form. And right beside my cursor here in a little black box, we have the measurements of the width and the height. Usually I don't pay attention to that, and I just sort of follow the image and see what fits into that image. But if you are, again, being more precise and you are looking for specific measurements, then that is a really great option for you. So I'm then going to just release when I'm happy with it, and I then have the option to do whatever I want with the thing that I've selected here. All right, but let's say I have selected this and I'm not happy with what I've selected. So the greatest thing for you to know is how to deselect something that you've selected. And how you do that is you click on Control D and it deselects whatever you've selected, and you can then restart. So if I clicked on my elliptical tool again and I select this, and now I want to select something over here, or I want to select something over here, or maybe I want to select 2 things, and I'm going to hold Shift down and go, that's my first circle, here's my second circle, here's my third circle, here's my 4th circle. And I did this by clicking Shift, holding Shift down as I created. So now I have 4 things that I've selected, and I can copy them, paste them, move them around, and in a lesson in the future I'm going to be showing you how to move and paste those selections around. But just in this lesson we're focusing on how to select. So to quickly break down what we've gone over so far is I showed you how to use the selection tool by just clicking and dragging once you've chosen the shape of the marquee that you want, whether it be square, column, row, or circle. And then I've showed you how to hold down on the Shift to select multiple marquees at a time. So in this instance we have 4 circles selected. And then the third thing I've shown you is how to deselect all of these things at once and not make any movements on them, so not copying, pasting, or moving them. And that's by doing Control D, and it deselects everything on the photo. Now, just for the purpose of this video, let's go up to our Marquee tool and let's click on the rectangle just to show you the difference. And I click and drag out, and as you can see, we have our rectangle box. Now I'm selecting something in a rectangle. I'm going to hold Shift down and I'm going to select this entire jellyfish, release, and now I can copy, paste them, move them, whatever I want to do, or I can simply click Deselect, Control D. So that's how you use the Marquee tool. Depending on the image that you're using, there's going to be certain selection tools that you want to use. The jellyfish, for instance, if I wanted to select the jellyfish, I might not use the Marquee tool just because it's many different shapes and really delicate long sort of stems right here, so I can't really select that with a circle or a rectangle. But in the future videos I'm going to be showing you how to use other selection tools that might be more suitable. So thanks so much for tuning into this lesson, and I will see you in the next one.